WDW Radio, your information station.
Hey everybody, it's Lou Mangello from WDW Radio, and welcome to the WDW Newscast. Today is, I think, Tuesday, March 2nd, 2011, and we are broadcasting live from the Disney Dream somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Be sure and join us every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Usually I'm on dry land when we're doing this to discuss Walt Disney World news real time here in the chat room. Remember, if you can't join us live, you can watch the newscast on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/WDW Radio. You can also catch the audio-only portion of the show in the iTunes feed. Come to iTunes, subscribe to WDW Radio. This and every WDW newscast is sponsored by our friends over at touringplans.com. Listen, your time in Walt Disney World and Disneyland is valuable. The best way to maximize your time is by visiting touringplans.com. They've got crowd calendars telling you the busiest parks for the next 365 days. You can download the Lines application, get current wait times, fast pass times, lots more. Again, best way to maximize your trip to Walt Disney World or Disneyland, be sure and go visit our friends over at touringplans.com. So tonight's newscast is going to be a little different because, like I said, I am in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean on board the WDW Radio Cruise on the Disney Dream. Translated, that means I have no idea what's going on in the real world as far as news is concerned. As far as me and the 500 or so friends that are joining us here on the Disney Dream for the WDW Radio Cruise, the only news that we have to report is basically what's going on the ship, and that deals with things like pirate parties, buffets, dancing at Evolution, and buffets. But so I wanted to bring you guys along. Tonight is unfortunately the last night of the cruise, but I want to share some of what's been going on with you, let you share a little bit of what we're seeing here, and I'm going to share exactly where I am in just a second. I want to say hi to everybody who is in the box. We miss you guys. We wish you were here. So we wanted you to be here in spirit. So if you're watching, hopefully this may inspire you to join us. Who knows if and when we do another one of these cruises again. So I'm actually coming to you, like I said, from the Disney Dream. But right now I am in a very special location. WDW Tattooed in the chat room has hit it on the head. I am, in fact, in the suite of the lovely Miss Becky Mankin. Becky, please. I know you hate the camera FaceTime, but come and join us. Yes.
Seriously, you just had to go there, didn't you?
We did.
Hi, guys.
Welcome. I got to tell you,
yes.
If you think that Becky and I have spent a lot of time planning for the cruise, I've spent way too much time in Becky's suite on the cruise because there's been a lot of planning going on.
No, that has nothing to do with that. It probably has something to do with what's out there. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Yeah. So Becky is, would you stop fixing the hair? Becky is actually in one of two very, very special suites. She is in the Roy O. Disney suite. We thought that we would start the newscast from here, talk to you a little bit about what's been going on the past couple of days. Then I'm going to bring you out on deck. We've got a lot of cruisers probably either searching for us, wondering where we are, or waiting for us. Again, it's by the ice cream because it all has to relate back to food. We're going to give you a quick tour of the suite, but very quickly, Becky, it has been it's been an amazing whirlwind couple of days. We almost can't even begin to talk about it now because there's too much to cover. And there's been magical moments, there's been laughter, there's been tears, there's been engagements, there's been food, there's been dancing, there's been no photographs of dancing. So
there's been some roasting.
There has been, yes. So at the welcome aboard party, everything was going well. I actually took part in the engagement of a couple, a surprise engagement for the fiancé. Man, this ship is rocking tonight. And it's not just because I'm in the Becky Mankin suite. And yeah, then Becky arranged for a wonderful 2-hour roast of Lou Mangello. It actually was videotaped. So anyway, but we obviously will have to recap this in some 6 or 7 hour show at some point in the future.
Absolutely.
And again, we do wish you guys were here with us. Everybody's asking, Lou, did I get engaged? No, Olga did not show up, by the way. There was no Olga sighting on board, although she was brought up quite often. But anyway, so I don't know what's going on in the real world. Disney could have built a fifth park while we've been here, and it would have been news to us because we have been going like crazy for 4 days straight, all in a good way. But there's just been so much going on. I have not been in my stateroom very often. Again, I've been in Becky's, but because we're doing a lot of planning for everything that's been going on here. We are rocking just a little bit tonight. It's a little bit of a, we're going to do, if you see us, a little bit of this. It's not because I'm not holding the box steady. It's because it's a little bit of a rough sea day.
Yeah, I think today. We're kind of steaming to get back to the port on time. So
Disney Daddy said, actually, the sixth park was just announced. They built the fifth park a few days ago. Tim Allen and Tom Hanks are going to star in a Jungle Cruise movie. A seventh park opened up as well. Lynn, I'm not getting sick, but I am getting hungry, even though I did just leave dinner. But it hasn't been really dinner. It's been sort of me doing flybys of the table, getting a little sip of soup, and then moving on, doing a lot of, it's like a wedding.
See,
it's like my and Becky's wedding as we run from table to table.
It's just like that's where you're ending at the ice cream, I think, because we missed dessert, so we're just going to catch up on
We did miss dessert, and I have just been living on caffeine and adrenaline and hugs and handshakes, and there's been a lot of that going on. But Lazy Day 8, I got to tell you, you haven't felt any motion since we've been on board, but tonight, just a little bit. And so actually going to Evolution and having an adult cocktail actually helped to counteract a little bit of this. So let's give them a quick tour of the suite.
Okay.
Let's go outside. Again, I don't really have much news to cover because I don't know what's been going on. All the news that's been happening for us has been happening right here. I'm going to take you out into the hallway first because I want you to see Becky's very special little door here.
How you doing? Is that ours?
Oh, okay.
So here's Becky in the Roy O. Disney Suite, which is a mirror image for the most part of the Walt Suite to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's exactly exactly mirror image of the Walt Suite, with the exception of the decor is a little bit different. Just like on the Magic and the Wonder, the Walt Suite has darker woods and a more formal look and appeal. However, the Roy is a little bit with the more lighter woods and more contemporary.
Now, this is the largest suite on board because you're a diva, correct?
Well, yes, it's the largest suite on board, but not so much because I'm a diva. But okay.
She has a kitchen. She has a kitchen because she, Becky. She's cooking a lot while she's here by herself.
Well, weren't you supposed to be like
I can't even get to the buffet on time, and you've got your double sink, your storage for all the kitchen utensils and stuff that you have to store. Let's see what's in Becky's fridge. I mean, look at this thing. Caffeine and milk.
Exactly.
She drank all the champagne and liquor.
Nothing in there. However, over here, this is a really important piece to surviving the WDW Radio Cruise, which is the espresso machine.
And how many cups of espresso have you made in here?
I made 5 and failed each one
She
because
has
I couldn't
gone,
figure out how
lying.
to work it.
She goes to the concierge lounge like 16 times a day saying, hello, coffee, I'm Becky Mankin. Oh, look.
Jeez.
Oh, look, and you've got your little bottle of
I
champagne
know, they
on
delivered
ice.
that today.
This is
which
the
very
special
nice.
pink
It's the Enchanted Rose.
Enchanted Rose. Oh, how sweet.
It actually
And your microwave, again, for all the cooking that you do. And then there's the pass-through into the into the main parlor.
This is the important part down here. You missed this.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's
She has her wine cooler. Not like a Bartles and James wine cooler, but like a refrigerator for her wine.
Now, a lot of people might be interested to know that when you walk into the suite, to the left there is a door, which you will show as you walk in on this side. That door actually connects to the suites next to it, so it creates a bigger suite if you so need it.
I am not in that suite, just as an FYI.
Okay.
So, of course, she has a little foyer. Oh, here you go. Oh, I don't know how you survive, Becky. How are you able to live with such a small little stateroom, which honestly has more square feet than the house I live in with my family?
Does it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So here's your bookshelf with the appropriate books like Jules Verne, Edgar Allan Poe, The Three Musketeers, Narnia, Mark Twain, Sherlock Holmes, and no Walt Disney World trivia book.
And just a quick sidestep for those of you who have always asked what happens when you get a cabana. When you walk in the night before, they set this up for you, a really nice little paper version of the cabana that you're going to have on Castaway Cay.
Yeah, so because that's how Becky rolls, she needs her own private house on Castaway Cay as well, and they give her a little paper model of it. So again, this area also actually transforms into a bedroom.
Yep, it sure does.
You can close the curtain, and for all of Becky's guests in her 6,000 square feet stateroom.
This is a Murphy bed, a single Murphy bed that pulls down. And then in the center, it has a curtain that you can pull across for privacy. So that in the other area here, you have a double Murphy bed that pulls down.
Good. Yeah, that's because you need that. Yeah, that's important.
What can I say?
And here's your table for 10 right here in the middle.
Which we have done a lot of important planning around this table for 10.
I've spent way too much time here, and none of it eating, just working. So I want you to get a sense of just how big her living space is with her flat panel TV and her couch. I don't think that the box really can see how big this space is. This is what, 1,700 square feet?
1,700, correct.
Yeah. And by the way, and how many people are in this stateroom right now? You're here by yourself.
That would be one. And the reason is, of course, one of the reasons we got this was so that we could provide tours. And so we did 2 days of touring the suite for all of the WDW Radio Cruisers. I took a bullet.
Yeah.
Don't fall.
You can all come to the pity party that we're having for Becky later. Crisby says, my house is 1,800 square feet. Yowza.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Well, let's go into we're going into Becky's master bedroom now. Oh, look, you're all visiting Becky's bedroom, and it's just wrong. So you have your little private little cubby area there where you can sit and read a book for all the time that you've had to read a book.
Right, now notice above the bed, there's stars that flicker. So that's your night light. At night, you can turn off all the lights, and you have just these stars there.
It's so... It's so amazing that Amy Falk Peterman is cursing in the chat room.
Okay. But here, I have two of my very
Go ahead.
favorite things about this entire stateroom. This is one of them. Ready? You lay in bed, and in case you want to watch TV, you just push this button. And the TV appears.
Diva!
So you just lay in bed...
Oh.
And you watch TV.
You know what? When Becky gets into bed, it's time to start moving on to her little... Now, just so you know, your vanity area is about as big as an inside stateroom.
That's true. That's very true.
And, of course, you've got your giant tub.
All right, now this is important for the girls because it's the same thing. There's stars above when those are turned on. You have a full jacuzzi tub, and the tub has lights.
Oh, just stop. I will tell you that I cannot confirm that because I have not spent that much time in Becky's stateroom, nor do I really want to. Wow. Yeah, where is your crown, Becky? Now, but wait.
Oh.
There's more. You know, because, again, Becky, we understand you work very hard, and you are taking one for the team by spending all this time by yourself.
Now wait a minute.
In the Roy suite.
Now remember, I did live out of the closet the entire time to keep it as pristine as possible to show off to the guests.
Lou, get in the tub. No, because I did that last time, and my butt was wet the entire time on the inaugural cruise. So, how much do these go for? Oh, please, Becky, favor us.
Great. That's going to give me a lot. Oh, would you stop it, please?
What is a Roy?
Nose hairs and all that wonderful stuff. Well, typically... low season, you get it before it starts going up in price because, of course, the closer to
Don't
sailing,
waffle. Just throw it out there. Just throw the number out there.
I'm just explaining that the closer you get to sailing, the prices do go up. So for a family of, say, 2 in here for 4 nights is approximately $8,000. What?
I'm sorry, what was that number again?
Approximately $8,000.
And you're here with who?
Me. And you. It was all for you.
Yeah. This Diva Moment is sponsored by... Now listen, before you start feeling really bad for Becky, I want you to see her tiny little balcony as well.
We have to do this for scale, don't we?
Yeah. So just so you get a sense of how big it really is. It's an entire wraparound belt. Go all the way back there, Becky. Good. We can still see you. Keep going. Keep going. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. We need an intercom system from one side to the other. The captain's quarters aren't this big.
Now, of course, we've only gone halfway in this direction.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Keep going.
However, the reason Lou really wanted me to get this and talked me into getting the suite besides the tours was right behind him.
Yeah, the stairs to Becky's private hot tub on the deck. I'll give you $100 if you jump in with your clothes on right now.
No, we still have a lot to do.
Yeah, private jacuzzi, on deck hot tub, Becky Mankin by herself. Me with my wife and 2 children. My 2 underprivileged children are nowhere near a suite this big. I have to block her out. Wait, let go for 1 second. You're going to break the... Oh, hold on. It just broke. Okay, good. Now that I've locked Becky out of her suite. Okay, now we can really talk. Now that Becky's not here. I am not on deck. Yes, the $10,000. It's on your credit card. You break it, it's on your bill. I'm just saying. It actually is a beautiful suite. It's huge. We did do a lot of work in here, and she did get it so she can get stateroom tours, and because she's a diva. 1 second. Roy Disney, how can I help you? Whoa! Non-Disney words being used on the balcony. Just saying.
Oh, you are so dead.
Raid the mini bar.
You are so dead. I swear to God. What?
It's a beautiful suite, and you certainly deserve it because Becky and her crew have crushed it, on this cruise to make it an incredible experience for everybody on board, myself included. In all seriousness, everybody has had a great time, and she does deserve to be the incredible diva that she has become. But what I wanted to share with you before we go, because I want to take people out on deck, is I want to show you a picture that we took with everybody. And I share this with you because I wish you guys were here with us when we took it. Again, we had just under 500 friends come on this cruise with us, and they truly... and we'll talk about this later. I say that you guys are my friends. They truly are, because it's an incredible sense of community that has come together from the time we have gotten on board.
He let me back.
Stop fixing the hair. Just to give you a sense, we took a picture when we went to Castaway Cay, and here we all are, or most of us anyway. A bunch of people had excursions that morning, weren't able to make it, but here we are on Castaway Cay. And it was awesome. It was so much fun. They got a big cherry picker to take our picture.
That was great. It was a great day.
And here's one with the dream behind us, just so you can get a sense of the entire family with our home away from home in the background. And it did. And again, Becky did put all that together, so she made that picture possible. So it's going to be really fun when I tell somebody to try and tag everybody on Facebook. Okay, go! Let's see, there's Becky, Tony Caggiano, Scott Otis, he's holding cheese. So...
yeah, we had just under 500 people here.
And they really are friends. I mean, I use that term, and it's not a term I use loosely, and they very much have quickly become friends. We've seen some amazing relationships develop over the last couple of days. I hope there's another WDW Radio Cruise, because I'm definitely going. Steph and I, you're not here. We wish you were, Larson and Stephanie, because you are very well missed. But I'm going to tell you something. Sneaky people, all of you.
What?
Real quick, because I want to go downstairs and bring them to everybody. Let's plug in while we're talking real quick, because I want to make sure we have enough power as we're going.
You want to go outside?
Well, I want to plug in, and there's no power by your jacuzzi.
And I could, like,
Diva.
just close the door behind you so you can have that full experience.
But so what happened was on the welcome, we had sort of a welcome aboard get together. We talked about some of the things that were going on the ship. We had a couple of surprises and explained what was going on. And then, we'll make this quick, they decided to roast me. And remember, you're still recording. Yes, I do remember, and I will keep it clean, much like the roast, for the most part, was.
It was exceedingly clean.
Yes.
There's a great picture that I can't wait to
Yeah,
get
there's going to be a lot that's going to be shared from the roast, including a wonderful drawing of me and my shipmate here, Becky Menken. My brother Fred, who was on board, got up and spoke.
Sorry.
Don't say
I
it.
have lots
Don't
of stuff to
say
tell you
it.
guys, just when it's just you and me. I'll tell you.
My brother got up and spoke, and he was kind enough to share some pictures. And I will tell you, I thank the good Lord that we did not have internet access, and because nobody was able to take a photo and tweet it of the shorts in what? Don't.
The Italian boy stuff?
Hey,
oh
hey!
My God.
Stop it!
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I can still have time to get revenge. My wife got up and spoke.
Yeah.
And she was very kind, and she was very supportive, as she always is. And then Tony Caggiano got the mic. And he had a clicker in his hand. And that's when I knew I was in trouble. But then I was told to go sit in the audience at the Walt Disney Theater, which was, nerve-wracking enough, being in front of a crowd of 500 in a theater that seats 1,500.
The creme de la creme of the end of the roast.
Yeah.
It was
Glenn,
amazing.
I'm sure you guys, if you listen to the show, you watch, Glenn is a good friend of mine. They put up a video from Glenn, which was awesome. And Larson and Stephanie were in there. Random guests and cast members were in there. Cheryl Teagues was in there. We will
1984 Cheryl Teagues.
Correct. We will make sure that we share that with you guys, because I have no problem embarrassing myself and being humiliated on stage. But I will tell you, the most nerve-wracking part was not when you said, "Okay, Lou, you have 2 hours to fill. Go." It's when somebody wanted me to be a part of their surprise engagement. And that we planned. I was nervous as anything, and it was wonderful how it went off without a hitch, and they got engaged at the Walt Disney Theater with our help, and wonderful couple.
Well, I don't understand why you're so nervous, because we had plans A, B, C, D, E. We were going to get that guy up there. We knew how it was going to execute.
Yeah,
not a problem.
I was very. I was wondering why they wanted me to be a part of it. Number one, and then I was very honored that they did want me to be a part, and. But yeah, and everybody's just going post the roast.
Yeah,
I have a feeling we're going to hear post the roast a lot.
I want to say that Glenn did such a fantastic job. If he's anywhere in there, Glenn, seriously, that was the show. It was incredible.
Glenn, I will talk to you later, sir, because you made me laugh as you always do, and you made me cry as you never really do. So
it was great. You guys will see it. I'm sure that's
I was very touched. We'll make shirts that say "Post the Roast." But it has been 4 days of incredible fun, great friends. I cannot believe the sense of community that has come together. It is. I said from the beginning, it's not about me. It's not about the show. It's about all of you guys that got together, and it has been an amazing couple of days. We've had a lot of fun on board. We had a lot of different events. We had a lot of late nights in Evolution. 2 nights in a row, I've been there when they turned on the lights and started vacuuming around our feet. Those videos will not be posted. We will not be sharing any of those videos. We had a lot of contests. So we awarded the winners of the door decorating contest tonight, but we had a problem.
Yeah, we did.
We had a big problem. We had a problem with the door decorating contest. We could not pick a winner.
They were too great. There were
judges
so
could not.
many.
So we picked 4. We picked 4 winners. We picked 4 winners. We had the flag contest was epic. When everybody came to the Welcome Center, this 14-year-old kid brings in a flag. If I could have, I would have said out loud, everyone else, you might as well go home, because unless your flag had audio animatronic characters in it, this kid, and we'll post pictures of it and video of it, because it moves, and He cut it out himself. He made it himself. It took him about 5 months to make this flag that was double-sided with lights, with music. It played Steamboat Willie and the Disney Dream Horns. It had smoke coming out of it, and it had pixie dust from the Harmony Barbershop on Main Street. I mean, his story was just amazing. So
I think you went right to him.
He is an Imagineer. Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible.
So we narrowed it down to the top 5. We did it by audience vote. I felt, because the other flags were awesome. The other flags were great. Had it been if the kid wouldn't have made it on board, it would have been a tough thing, but he ran away with it. So it was very cool. I'm going to ask people to either take pictures of their flags and post them to Facebook or share those pictures with you. Yeah, smart kid, Imagineer to be. That's exactly what he wants to be. The door decorating contest. I don't remember everybody's name, but again, a lot of time spent, a lot of creativity. There was a door that was, it was just brilliant in its simplicity, but there were magnets cut out that looked like iPhone apps. And on the top, he had the bars and the time was 2:27 for the date of the cruise. 98 for when the Disney Cruise Line launched was the percentage of battery life left. And there was a carrot cake cookie app, a Butterfinger cupcake app, a mouse fan. So very good. Mary Jo Collins, you guys know Mojo. She must have had 1,000 little squares of photographs of her memories and our memories and
yeah, what she said was it represented every single Disney memory she had since she was a child.
Yeah.
And she had hidden people and hidden Mickeys and hidden stories, and we could have stood there and looked at that for hours.
And we did.
I think we kind of did, yeah.
We had a lot of other contests. We had a scavenger hunt that some people just crushed incredibly. And they all had a chance to win, and I don't have any here, do I? Let's see. I do have. Do I have any? Do I have any? I have none left. I gave them all out. So the key was the key. And we made up Disney Dream keys. And there were many opportunities throughout the cruise for people to win. I would ask them random trivia questions. If they were cute, I just gave them a key. That they all were able to turn in at the end for raffle tickets, and we drew prizes. We had Maiden Voyage, inaugural merchandise. We had a lot of sketches and character sketches from a lot of Disney Design Group artists, of Figment and Donald on the Aqueduct. These are guys that worked on merchandise for the Disney Dream and the other Disney Cruise Line ships. Brian Blackmore did the Mickey on the bow. He did the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade float. He did all the artwork for the Magical Express and the Cruise Line buses. All original, all created just for everybody here. Yes, there was a Figment. Becky did not ride the Aqueduct. We'll get to that, sister. But we gave away a lot of prizes tonight, including but not limited to, and we should be talking about this outside, by the way, including but not limited to, sponsored by MEI and Mouse Fan Travel, a 6-night stay in Walt Disney World with tickets and dining.
Yep, up to 4 people. Awesome.
And the winner came up, and he took his prize, and he was gracious, and he sat down, and he came back up a minute later, and he said, you know what? He says, I want to donate my prize. I'm going to cry. He says, I want to donate my prize to Make-A-Wish.
Yeah. I was speechless. I couldn't make a sentence.
I did not know. I wanted to give him something to thank him, but an audio guide would have not been insulting, so...
I think we're going to think of something.
Yeah, we've got a couple of ideas of a way to do something really special. But the place was just in tears, and it's not because the buffet was closing. So we had a farewell party, and again, sponsored by MEI and Mouse Fan Travel. You'll hear that a lot. But there was a wonderful buffet and drinks and things like that. And before I get up too forgetful, I want to say thank you to Becky and her team. Just crushed. Your team was awesome.
Thank you.
So,
thank you.
But let's go outside.
Okay, well, do you want to tell them? I mean, while it's quiet, because we're going to start.
Well, let's see what other people have to say about what we want to tell them. Hold on, let me see. Oh, my battery. The battery's probably going to die quickly, but let's take them on a quick trip.
You said you were going to talk about the Aqueduct. What about the Aqueduct?
The Aqueduct was awesome. We had an Aqueduct meet. Becky did not ride the Aqueduct, but that's okay. That's okay.
We have other plans for that, right?
Maybe. I did ride the Aqueduct. We had an Aqueduct meet.
I was a little busy. I wasn't able to ride the Aqueduct.
The Aqueduct was actually the most relaxing part of this cruise for us. Oh, look. Hi, little girl. Hello. everybody's getting their bags out for tomorrow morning. Unfortunately, the aqueduct is closed tonight, or else Becky would be on it right now.
You and I are riding together.
That was the plan. The plan was for us to ride together.
Well, I guess. Okay, got it. Well, I'll wait.
Wait for it.
I'll wait.
Wait for it. Because I feel bad. We told people we're going to be outside at 7:30, and it's now 10 after 8.
He walks fast. For little legs, he walks fast. Just
oh my God! You should have seen me snorkeling. On my little feet trying to snorkel in Castaway Key. Okay. So here we are. We are on deck 11. It's nice and quiet tonight.
We're in the adults area right now.
Yeah, what it's going to be like in the other area, I don't know. I feel bad because I think people came up here at 7:30, and we were too busy. Becky's tour was too long. Oh, look, we have some people here. Sorry I'm late, but we had to give a tour of Becky's suite, and that took like 45 minutes, obviously.
I'm in the box.
Just eating.
And of course, we're across from food, ice cream. Emily, show them the banana ice cream. Look at that. With chocolate sauce. Epic. Epic. So, has it been a fun few days? How many are first-time cruisers?
Wow.
Was it all you hoped it would be?
Yes. And more.
Who is a former box person that has made it out of the box? Oh, you've been out of the box before.
In and out.
And look who's here, out of the box. Look who made it out of the box.
This is my second time out
Tammy
of the box.
Tucky.
Hey guys, good to go
There we
and
go.
back.
We're back. Yeah, we lost signal for a second.
Hi Betsy.
So I want to make sure, and before we lose it again, and before I lose battery and signal, and
I want to say.
oh, Mary Jo wants to.
because I gotta get the
Sorry,
show.
this. You have to what?
I have to go to the show.
You are the show, Mary Jo Collins.
Hey guys.
Here,
Story
come this
time.
way
Story time.
so you don't get. There you go.
Can you do a story?
You are the show, Mary Jo Collins.
We're all here. What's up? Hey Chuck.
Now let me just tell you something. Come back in. I am the luck. Come back in. Am I not the luckiest man on the planet? The two most beautiful women.
Get a picture, guys. Get a picture.
The two most beautiful women on the Disney Dream.
Aww.
Here with me.
Wait,
Yeah, we've had
what
some
if
story
Deanna's
time,
watching?
believe me.
Becky's watching too.
That's all
Becky,
right.
come on in. You're one of the most beautiful women on the deck.
They are. She's just beautiful in her
eating.
own special. She's eating because there's not enough food in the Roy O.E. Disney suite. Oh,
What about Deanna's? Deanna's watching.
I've got a hall pass this week, baby. I'm just saying.
Hey, Betsy. How are you, Betsy? I brought my Lady Balls shirt for you. On
Where's
the
Andy?
Cruise.
They said, "Where's Andy?"
Andy, who's Andy?
Somebody said womanizer.
You think the womanizer now, just wait until evolution later. That's
Oh,
all I've got.
Lord.
Listen.
Hey,
No
Don't
karaoke later.
I am going to go see the phenomenal dream.
Go see the Believe show.
That's what I'm going to see too. We have 10 minutes to
I've
get
got to
there.
run. And
Go see the show.
We both have
I'll
to
see
run.
you later. You
Okay.
need to get to bed early, young lady. It's a
No,
school
you
night.
don't.
And I'll see you.
And just right quick, a quick story time with Mojo.
Oh God, here we go.
This is like
Yes,
the
story time.
night that my daughter gave me my curfew. And I didn't go back to the room. So what happened?
So it's 1:30 in the
No,
morning.
2 o'clock.
Okay, well, it shows you how I can keep track of time. And we're in Evolution, talking about Disney World, of course.
Yes, yeah.
And who walks in her pajamas but her 11-year-old
Daughter.
daughter
Oh my
saying,
God.
where's my mother and father? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. So
Yeah.
your daughter won 3 dream keys
Yes,
because
she
I
did.
bet her that, oh, don't worry, your mother and dad will be home by 1 o'clock. Yeah. Let herself out of her room and into the adults-only area to wrangle her mother and father,
Yeah.
which is nice.
So when we have the next cruise, y'all got to come. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Now what? Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. Time out.
Oh, there's not going to be a next cruise? Okay, well then, whatever you're trying to say.
Well,
Bye-bye.
And Lou's saving the best for last, karaoke.
I got a throat thing. I got a thing with the throat.
Yes, to sing.
You already used that one.
Yes, thank you. See, everybody, if you want him to sing karaoke, say yes, 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 yes.
Okay,
and
so
donate $1 to Make-A-Wish.
Hurry up, you're gonna miss the show.
Donate $1 right now
Disney's
to Make-A-Wish.
The genie.
They'll donate. They'll
Watch
donate
the-
money. I
Oh,
bet
look
you about $1 to see you sing karaoke.
Don't you want to go? Don't you want to see the show?
I will see it. It's only 10 minutes. I can run.
The
I
best
have heels,
parts
but
at the
I can run.
beginning. The best parts at the beginning.
Are you sure?
They give away free popcorn.
Oh, they do. I don't like popcorn.
They give away free
I don't
ice
like a
cream.
lot of things. He knows that I don't like chocolate now, so.
All right.
Bad.
But more importantly,
Donate.
a lot of you guys are asking about something that we talked about on the first day. Because I asked everybody, even though it was the first day, if they were having a great time, we got a resounding.
A lot of people.
And then I also asked you that, are you having a good enough time that you'd like to do it again? So obviously the sleep deprivation has gotten to me because we announced on day one that we are in fact going to do, God help us and save us, another cruise in 2012. We are going to do another cruise in 2012. We are unable to tell you the exact date right now. What I can tell you, and notice that Becky is hovering over my shoulder like a vulture, because I'm not allowed to say too much, but it will be in the fall of 2012. It will be on the Dream once again, because I love this ship.
Free ice cream, baby.
And, read between the lines here, people, it will be at a time that we believe will be accommodating to more people and their families. Do the math, think it out through your head in the fall, but still, that's right. And the reason why we're not going to do it in the summer is because I don't want you to pay 2.5 times what you can pay during other times of the year.
Right.
And when you see the days that we've chosen, when Disney releases the dates, you will understand. But save the date, mark it in your calendar. We've already had a lot of people rebooking on this cruise for the next cruise in 2012.
Recruiting for Deck 7!
So I literally was walking through the terminal on the way to the cruise, and a random person stopped and was like, "Are you guys the one that rented out all of Deck 7?" Because it was just black T-shirts everywhere. So it was very
Deck
very
7's
cool.
amazing.
Are you a Deck 7 cool kid?
Yes, I am. I'm a Deck 7 mermaid. Although there's pirates on there, so.
So what do you have to say, Becky Mankin?
I was just gonna say, so that
She's
gives
gonna
me,
sing for us now.
It's another opportunity to possibly do the aqueduct, which I still haven't done.
Right.
Oh, you haven't done it?
Sad, right?
You didn't do it with me, and you
Tear.
promised you would do it with me.
Next time.
Next time.
Wow.
Next time. I
That's
promise.
what you say about karaoke. Next night.
Next time. I'll do it in 2013. Me and
Yeah.
you karaoke.
All right, so
Yeah, you will.
one of the things that we'll do is we will put up a sign-up sheet, much like we did before, so that if you're interested in going, we can get you in line. So
Right.
when it's released, we'll be able to take care of the booking right away.
Right. So what else? What were some of your favorite parts of the cruise or the food? The food? I did not put you up to that, did I?
No, you did not put me up to it. You invited a bunch of foodies when you did this.
Where was your favorite place to eat?
Actually, I had a magical moment this evening. Our table, due to a special needs member at our table, was picked as executive chef Keith. Anyway, the executive chef's table of the cruise. And tonight we got a special dessert. We got the Apollo chocolate souffle.
Oh man, you did luck out.
We've lucked out.
Now
It
I
was
see
excellent.
you're digging the
But the
food.
lamb, the steaks, the seafood, the sea bass didn't really matter. It was all
Cool.
excellent.
What about you? Are you having fun?
Yeah.
And now, how old are you?
10.
So have you been going to the Oceaneers Club and the Oceaneers Lab?
Yeah.
Are you loving it more than anything in the world?
Yeah.
What about you? You are how old?
13.
13. And so you're going to Edge. What do you think?
Yeah.
Have you even seen your kids on this cruise at all, or is this the first time in like 4 days?
No, I've seen my kids. they're just exploring the ship.
Awesome. And did you aqueduct? Did you guys aqueduct? How was it?
Good.
Did you do midship detective?
Yeah. I did.
What'd you think?
I did.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And this is Eric from Las Vegas. Look at him all dolled. Why are you all dolled up today?
What? I just got out of Apollo.
And how was it?
I got, it was excellent. I know, thank you. I got pictures.
Apollo, yeah,
I got Apollo pictures.
We have to make sure that everybody posts all their pictures, like to the Facebook page or something, so we can all kind of get them in one spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about you guys? What's been your favorite part, Chris?
Well, my favorite part was when we actually took over the Walt Disney Theater just for our group. We saw WDW Radio up on the screens up there. That was fantastic. And a proposal.
Yeah. And what about you guys?
I don't know, because I liked everything. I
Was
like
this-
doing the aqueduct.
This was your first cruise?
Yes.
First cruise. Is it something you
Ever.
are you guys coming back?
Yes, we rebooked for you.
Love it.
Because we
Really?
love Blue.
So we had a good dinner table made right over there.
Jamie. Video camera.
Jamie from Video Ears. Walking around. You guys are like, you and your camera are married at the hip.
Right here?
Yeah, post the roast. You're gonna get a lot of requests to post the roast. If they go to videoears.com, shameless plug for Jamie.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so you and you actually posted. You did not know that the roast was coming, nor the proposal. Did you know the proposal was coming?
No, that was all I was told was be ready.
So you actually knew more than I did.
I did. About a minute and a half before, it was don't tell Lou. I said don't tell Lou what, and she said exactly.
You are going to get a lot of bribery in the next couple of days via email because people want you to post the roast. But we'll see. We'll see.
It's mixed into a lot of other stuff.
Yeah,
It's going to take some time to dig out.
Yeah, somebody said, where is Scott Otis? Where is Scott Otis? I guarantee he's eating. I guarantee Scott Otis is eating right now. Probably. Oh, you know what, too? It's also the show. Disney's Believe show is going on now.
we have to go.
Yeah, you guys are late for the show. You have to go late for the show. Give me a hug.
Okay. Somebody said they
'Cause I'm
wanted
a
me to
hugger.
sing. La 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 la. You're gonna sing with me, ready?
That's it.
I wanna be where the people are. I wanna see them dancing. There you go. Oh.
Woo!
There'll be a little snippet.
You
Okay, gotta go. Ariel's supposed to be.
Go.
I'm running. I'm like, bye guys. See you later.
All right, so let's sit for a second
That sounds
before
like
we start losing battery life. Again, this was supposed to be a newscast. It certainly, obviously, can't be a full recap. And sorry we were late, guys. Again, it was the tour of the suite that took
Well, that's
so long.
it's because you locked me out on my balcony, and I had to like bang on it like George Jetson for like 5 minutes.
I did. I was
Thank
exhausted,
you.
by the way. Going from one end of the suite to the other was literally an exhausting process. So right now we are actually on deck 11 by the ice cream. We can show them.
Hi. I'm going to the show.
Wow.
Okay.
Where are my children?
They're with Steve and Val.
All right, now
doing detective work.
Okay, now
On the ship.
now, and we're recording. Just so you know, we're broadcasting, recording.
Excuse me. Hi.
But wait a minute. How much time have you and I spent together on this cruise?
0.
Is this pretty much the longest we spent together?
This is pretty the closest I've been to you since we got on the ship.
These are my two wives.
Hi.
I notice I called you my wife, not my mother this time.
Thank
which is
you.
my- I'm getting nicer as the cruise is going on.
Okay, but everybody is looking and trying to find out where you are broadcasting from.
Right here.
Okay,
Right
very
here.
good.
It's
So
somewhere right here.
I'm going to the show,
Okay.
and if anyone wants to leave the show, is it okay if I tell them that they can come here?
They can come here. But come
Okay.
quickly because we're running out of battery life.
Okay, because Scott Otis wants to know where you are.
Tell Scott Otis we're right here waiting for him with cheese.
What's his room number?
I have no idea.
Okay, great. Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you,
Love you.
honey.
Bye. Bye. Love you. See you.
Thank you for sharing.
Sharing what? You're thanking Deanna for sharing me? Or-
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay, so
Um,
where were we?
So, well, I was just going to say something. Oh, we did announce one other thing too. So we announced the cruise.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
We have black and blues from hitting each other the entire time.
You're such my little brother.
Olga did not come out, by the way.
No, I think she's gonna wait and make an appearance at another time. She was a little busy this week.
But we did make one other announcement because one of the questions I've been getting a lot about upcoming events, and that's what I forgot to talk about before,
What was that?
was the ABD.
Oh, good going.
We have 2 spots left for the Adventures by Disney.
Yeah, we do.
Pre-D23 Expo in Disneyland. So yes, it's videoears.com. Jamie Kersey cannot be bribed. Jamie Kersey to show the Italian boy's picture. Where's the DJ from Atlantic Dance? Wow. Again, we're going to talk more about this on the full real show, but did want to share just a couple of other things. So we did talk about the cruise again in 2012. Again, we're going to do it on the Dream in sometime in the fall. Sometime in the fall. Call me, I'll tell you. But we announced something else too, because one of the questions I've been getting a lot since last year in May was, when are you going to do another 24-hour show?
Right.
And I shared with everybody on the Dream, and I'll share with you too, that I have said that I am not going to do another 24-hour show in 2011.
I know, it was so sad to hear that, especially because
women and children were crying, cats and dogs were fighting, there was boos from the audience. However, look, somebody's saying it's about time for a 24-hour show.
Yeah.
So when is it 24? It is not going to be a 24-hour show. However, in honor of Walt Disney World's upcoming 40th anniversary on October 1st, 2011, we are going to do a 40-hour show on October 1st, 2011 in Walt Disney World.
You really think this is a good idea?
So, and I said that, having not explained it to my wife first, so I looked out in the audience and I got up.
That was awesome.
Nor did I think out the logistics of how we would actually do a 24-hour show, or a 40-hour show. But yeah, 40-hour show. And the crowd goes wild inside the box. A 40-hour show on October 1st, celebrating Walt Disney World's 40th anniversary. We've got the 40th anniversary, food and wine, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, the Wine and Dine, food and wine, all in the same weekend.
And wine and food.
And wine and food.
Do not forget the wine and food.
It's going to be an epic, borderline catastrophic weekend. Bring the paddles. I need a doctor on call at all times.
I think that's a 5-hour energy. If we can get them in pallets.
Yeah. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and of course Becky's committed me to planning even more, but we're not ready to let that cat out of the bag just yet.
That one right now.
So
that's enough. At this point, we got to get through the expo and the ABD. And we got Destination D, and we've got ABD, and we got 40 hours.
Amy Falk Peterman's mind is officially blown.
40 hours.
VJL Link says it will kill you, Lou.
Okay, now see, I think what you did, and I like the 40-hour thing, but I think you saw that I survived 42, and you said, all right, if she can do 40 hours, I can do 40 hours.
Yeah, but you know, when you say I did 24 hours, there's always, you nap, you escape, you nap, you hang out with Matt Hochberg having lunch. That doesn't count. You got to go straight through.
I had lunch with Matt Hochberg.
It doesn't matter. You napped, I'm sure.
I did not nap.
Yeah, so we got a lot coming.
Okay.
The 40-hour show, Disney Dream in 2012, a couple of things coming as well. Again, this was actually not a real newscast per se, but that's some of the news, WDW Radio-wise, we wanted to share. I have no idea what's going on in the real world at this point. So.
I have no clue, but apparently we're going to hear the world stuff again tomorrow because we have to return to ports. I don't want to get off.
But we got a couple more days in Walt Disney World.
Can we just go away somewhere? I mean, there's so much storage in that space up there. We could
they would never know.
Cupboard. Yeah.
So if I lose my passport, if my passport goes over, they technically cannot get me off the ship.
There's a little Port Canaveral jail that you have to wait in.
Oh, would they make me get off?
Yeah, that would be bad because then I can't get back to Walt Disney World because you're driving me. Remember?
Crazy. I'm driving you crazy, and the feeling is mutual. Trust me.
Hey.
Wow.
I know.
Justin Bieber turned 17. They're giving me the news. Justin Bieber turned 17. iPad 2 announced today.
Wow.
Well, a lot of people are very pumped for both the...
Which ones?
I think they're pumped for both. The 40-hour show, and people are trying to say, just nod, wink if it's in October, nod if it's in November, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Let's be a little clear about this. It's part of the reasons we have a couple of thoughts about what we want to do, that Disney has not released the dates that we're talking about. So the reason we're not telling you is because we want to make sure that the date is going to be available for what we need it to be. Right. So we know exactly when and where we want it to be. We just need a little. We want to have it on Disney. We want to have it in our hand and confirmed before we get everybody excited about it. Yes. So, yeah, lots of good stuff coming up. Lots of good stuff. And I did see somebody did ask a question about the ABD, We can do another single at this point. So if you're a single person and you want to do the ABD, we can do a single. Tim Allen, Tom Hanks for Tom Cruise.
Heard something about that today. Yes, I'm trying to catch up on the news through the chat room. And if the guy in the back wants to make me a drink with the blender going back there, that would be awesome.
Why don't we just order one?
No, I can't drink on camera. That would just be highly inappropriate. Luzu at the end of the month with the Maine folk. Oh, my friends from Maine. I want to make that happen.
Nice.
Let's see. I'm catching up. So
we'll definitely know before September 2011.
Oh yeah.
Well before. I mean, we're talking weeks, just a few weeks.
If you hear the news in the chat room, it must be true, of course. So, what were some of the other memorable moments on the cruise for you?
Wow.
Other than Brunch Apollo today.
Oh, that was awesome too. Oh, jeez. There's so much that went on. It was so wonderful. You know, I think tonight at the party where we did the farewell party,
right.
We gave away the prizes. Not only, of course, the first guy making me cry in quite some time.
Right. Because you have no soul, so for somebody to make you cry.
I'm not hitting you again until you hit me first. Okay, so being on stage and looking out, I'm looking out and I see we have Evolution, which is the dance club. It's the largest nightclub space for adults here, right? And we look out and every single chair is full.
Yeah.
We had so many people on board enjoying this cruise with us. So many friends and people we didn't know before and know now. We filled the entire nightclub.
Yeah, it's definitely, and we showed them the picture from Castaway Cay when we had all of our 500 friends getting together on the beach. It's definitely an amazing sense of community. Do you guys feel that way as well too? Did you meet a lot of new people that you didn't know before?
Oh yeah, even before.
Come closer, please.
Closer? Okay.
Come into frame, all of you. Join us.
I'm part of the Deck 7 crew.
Step into the light, Carol Ann.
I'm going away. Everybody saw each other. We saw each other in port, and we were, it was instant friendship. I'm sure even after the cruise, I'm gonna be in touch with every single one of my deck mates.
I think they lost.
No, hold on a second.
Did they?
No, wait a minute. Sorry, not battery.
By the way, keep it down. You're directly over my cabin. Deck 10.
We're staying there deck 2.
All right, so
Are we back?
they're back. Yep, now we're back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so.
Come step into the light. We're talking about friendship in Disney. A lot of kumbaya moments happening here.
And your thoughts about.
Say hi to the box people.
Hello, box people.
I haven't seen the box people.
I have a lot of Disney kumbaya moments.
So come, snuggle, get close.
We're snuggling.
Look at that. So you were
God,
talking.
I can kiss you, Lou. Come on. Disney canoodling. Not that I don't mind. I mean, I think Tony would have a problem with it.
Hello, everyone.
With the motions there.
Yeah, we're moving a lot tonight.
For me, I think that it all started out with when we first got our credentials. They had this whole thing called bingo, and with the bingo, you could only have you had a whole bunch of blocks, and you could only get one signature from each one of the people. So you had to go around and introduce yourself, and everybody was talking to everybody. So it turned out that it was not a cruise of 457 individuals, but 457 friends.
Yeah, very true.
And you guys saw from day one, people were after meeting people in Port Canaveral, they were asking you guys to change their dining reservations. They wanted to sit with their new friends and all that kind of stuff. So, first time cruiser?
Yes.
What'd you think?
Oh, it's great. Except for this. Well, otherwise it's really great.
What was the most surprising or the most interesting or the thing that you liked about the cruise most? Or the cruise experience? You can say evolution. That's what I've been saying.
You did get your dance on a lot.
I did get my dance on a little bit. I guess I was a little worried about running out of things to do, and that was still not the case. I mean, I knew it would be busy with everybody here, but just I don't know. I wasn't really into like seeking out characters and stuff like that. It's not really my thing. But I ran out of time to get everything done that I wanted to get done. So I'll be back.
So you feel like you've gotten sort of the Disney experience at sea, but without it being all about rides and characters and the things that you get in Disney World.
And in some ways it's better. Like at Disney World, I feel like I'm constantly running and constantly trying to do more. Even though I don't ride anything anymore, I'm actually relaxed. And it's nice, but it's still Disney.
Right.
And I'm still with one of my greatest friends. Like, it's been a very nice best of both worlds kind of thing.
So being out of the box again, you were around for the 24-hour show, weren't you, when we were over at Hollywood Studios? Mm-hmm. So did you find things like having these bright red honking mouse fan travel sponsored lanyards? You saw a lot of familiar faces, and it was easy to sort of go up to people and talk to people and meet new people.
Well, yeah, that was what was really neat, because when you would, when you're in whether you're at Disney or you're on a ship, and you're in a very friendly mode, so you tend to be more engaging. Like when I see a cast member and I see their name, I actually will say, hey John, how are you? Or hey Lou, it's nice, how's things? And then when I would see the lanyard, it really brought down that potential barrier of, okay, do they want to be standoffish? Do they not? You just went out and engaged people, and you made new friends. I mean, we've had a great time with quite a few folks that I didn't know from beforehand, myself, and so we came here as friends, as a collective. But there's quite a few folks that we leave here with, knowing, and we'll talk to on Twitter and email and Facebooking. There'll be pictures tagged and all kinds of craziness. But that's the beauty of it. And I think you get that from cruising, but you also get that from the fact that we were all able to identify ourselves as as friends indeed, as friends in lieu, if you will, and that's just kind of how it worked out. So it was great.
And so having never cruised before, I think a lot of people say, well, cruising, look, I'm a Walt Disney World person, I'm a theme park person. Is it something now that having done it before, is it something you would do again?
Yeah, actually, I have cruised before, whereas Kristen hasn't, but it's just being on here, not having to worry about waiting 20 minutes for the bus or taking the monorail to the TTC to transfer to here. Everything was within walking distance, and there was more planned than you could possibly do. And sometimes it was a matter of doing what you wanted to do or doing what others were going to do, but you were together. And you were never long in the tooth for anything to do. And that's to me is the simplicity and the enjoyment of cruising. It is very relaxing, and to do it Disney style, just the sounds are familiar, everything is gone. It's great.
And that was sort of when we first started, was one of the dilemmas that we had, which was, we had to create our own itinerary of group events. Again, I talked about planning too much versus not planning enough. And I think some people who hadn't cruised before were like, well, wait a minute, you only got like 2 events that day. What else am I going to do? And we were like, trust us. And that's why I posted the Navigators. And even then people said, well, I don't know. But I knew that even though there's not things specifically enumerated either on their Navigator or from us, there are a lot of events that are created just by people being together and coming together. I mean, one of the most popular things was just meeting for coffee this morning.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, the Quiet Cove was not quiet.
Never is. That's fun.
And like things like the scavenger. Did anybody do the scavenger hunt?
Yeah, it was incredible.
Did you enjoy? Did you find that it helped you explore the ship a little bit more?
It definitely told me what you were doing during your last cruises on the ship. You wasn't taking a lot of pictures.
So you know that in fact we were working.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so if everybody from the IRS.
He was working, yeah.
Working.
And there's one more thing I do have to say, and that is when it comes to the ship. Now, when we had our meets and everything,
I can't do it.
Lou is a talent when he gets up on stage. But really, the magic was all made by Becky and her crew. Those ladies, they just worked themselves to the bone. It was incredible. Yeah. Every time that I came back to my cabin and I found something in my fish extender, of which we're talking about almost 200 cabins on 10 decks. Imagine putting all those things in there. They were just incredible. And Becky, oh my God. Paying for the Roy Disney suite and then only using it to sleep. Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're so going to turn that around and spin that on me, aren't you? Well, thank you very much. It's very nice of you to say. And I got to say, this is one of those where we do those extra things and going to all the cabins every single day to deliver things. the girls were saying that this is probably the first cruise they'll ever lose weight on, rather than gain weight. So, and you know that from running around looking at the doors with me. So it's a tap.
Running back and forth, up and down 10 decks. Was great. I mean, it was a lot of fun because to see people's creativity, but it's a big ship. Did you guys find it overwhelming or like a good enough size that there were a lot of things still to find and explore, but not like...
I feel like I still haven't seen a whole bunch of it.
Well, to let you know how big the ship is, 2.5 times around the promenade is a mile.
Oh, wow.
That's the jogging track.
Yeah, the
Running track on the 4th deck.
Jogging?
Or jogging.
Running.
There's
Walking track.
I think I only saw 2 people all cruise actually jogging.
Listen, well, there were people who were doing the 5K at Castaway Key, which is just way too much exercise to be had on vacation, in my opinion.
One of the things that you asked about what was also memorable, and I got to say, walking into the Walt Disney Theater, and I've seen that stage and I've seen these beautiful productions, but looking up and on every single, on all of the screens had the WDW Radio logo on it.
That was all you.
That was so cool.
That was a surprise for me.
And then when you open the curtains, it showed the cruise logo.
Yeah, that was there's some really attractive artwork with me and Becky on it. So
it's great. I'm gonna turn it into T-shirts. We're gonna sell that. But that was the reason we didn't date that in particular. So
I'm talking about your gun show.
So now I've got good news and bad news.
Yeah.
The bad news is that being out on deck is awesome. It's great, and I wanted to show people like the aqueduct at night. The bad news is that because we're outside, there are no power outlets out here, unless we try and tap into one of those little boxes. But I think that the cruise police would come down pretty hard.
It's about 8:45, is that right, here where we are? So it's about time anyway, because we got to get ready to unfortunately get off the ship tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we have to. We have some
Evolution's calling
beverages
one more time
to partake in as well.
Certainly, we are going to recap the cruise in a longer format, in an audio format probably. There's going to be a lot of pictures. Hopefully you guys will post them up to Facebook on the WDW Radio page. Don't forget, if you're in the box now or you're watching maybe on YouTube, you can join us when we do this sometime in fall of 2012. I cannot believe that 4 days have gone so fast.
It's over.
It has been an amazing experience. Thank you to you. More importantly, thank you to you guys. And the other 490 friends.
Thank you.
Bring this together.
So, yeah, this was all. We should do this again sometime.
How about, I don't know, fall of 2012? What do you say?
So, yeah, so thank you, box people. We will see you again. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys at the Meet of the Month. Maybe some of you guys at the Meet of the Month this Saturday in Walt Disney World. Find out more, check out DisneyMeets.com. And stay tuned, of course, to WDWRadio.com for more from the WDW Radio Cruise on the Disney Dream. Thank you all so much. Thank you guys so much. So until next time, see ya.